Why? You guys.
Is this
We should
render
kick.
well?
We should kick Eric off the mod team. What is that?
No, never mind. I think my background's all blurry and shit, so I'm
Brady, why are you at the office, dude? What are you doing?
Damn, man.
I'm wrapping up and prepping my itinerary so I can have.
Dude, get in the car.
I got
What
like
are you doing, bro?
till 9:30 till the end of this very important meeting.
Oh my god. Brady. Hey, Brian. Well, he's supposed to pick me up at my house at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow, and he's in the office dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is here? Hondo's here.
I'm back.
David's here. Jacob's here. What's up, David?
Check, check.
I think we can hear you, David.
How about now?
Yes.
All right, cool.
with the karaoke mic, dude. That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah. No. These were karaoke mics from an old office because we had karaoke set up in the office, and then when we closed it down because we're going for remote, I just stole them.
We'll give people a few more minutes to shuffle in. Someone wants to join the call. Who is that someone? Ah, yes, Sarah. Yes, please join.
I love seeing everybody's rooms.
Mine's
So
a
sick.
fucking mess right now.
Yeah, mine's not pointed at the ground, man.
Yeah, I think I have like a array of different goods on my shelves right here. I have a bunch of hangers.
Is that reverse or is that show?
Incredible.
Found the marsh gas, dude.
Yeah, I have a box of jumpstart packs.
Mmm.
Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
Nice.
Crack them right now.
You won't.
Okay.
He said he would before I said anything.
All right, there we go.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Let me try and get the goons in the meeting because people are like, where they don't know how to use
Huge
Google,
Pre-meeting pack
use
right now.
use emails.
We need to use
What'd you
Zoom.
pull? What'd you pull?
Yeah.
I know.
I'm
The
edging.
cunning. I got the cunning Lord of the Rings start pack.
Okay.
I got a Glamdring. It's a legendary artifact. Equip creature first strike and gets +1 for each instant sorcery in your graveyard.
That's kinda
Okay,
sick.
so and then it has whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand with mana value equal to number of damage dealt. I was like, that's sick. Oh, it's a spell slinger deck.
Banger.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, dude, all the lands are foil. Dude, that's sick.
Dude, sick pack.
Uh-oh.
Goated pack.
Fuck.
What is David doing?
Cracking
Cracking
packs,
pack.
baby.
Oh my god.
Classic backpacking.
David, why do you have
Classic
like a professional
backpacking.
setup? Do you also stream, David?
Yeah, on like every other week because I host a meal called Code and Coffee.
Oh, sick.
Well, this is my bedroom. I have like audio technica stuff in my office.
Oh, so your bedroom also has a nice mic, and then you also have another place that also has a nice mic.
Yep. So what do I have right here? I have.
right. You guys, let's the show on the road, eh?
Fantastic.
So it's gonna present a very simple deck, just because. Why not? You know. 1 second. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Oops. Okay, so this is our first ever annual earnings call. Now, there's nothing much to report in the way of earning because we don't make money here. But
Good meeting.
meeting over. No, our capital is human capital, right? Like
Mhm.
this is a social club. It's all about the people. So that's why you guys are here because we all are contributing in some way or another to making this club great and maximizing our human capital. So the earnings report is the numbers are high. You're all here. Everyone's doing great, and onward and onward we go. So we
Profits are
have
up.
exactly. So we have a quick overview of our agenda here. We have the check-in, results, bright spots, lessons learned, and what to do now. Anyone, please feel free to chime in at any point. I'll stop at the end of every slide, give people opportunity to chime in if anyone has anything to say.
Are
Someone
we
has
recording?
Yeah, I am.
okay, sick. All right. We'll start off with our check-in. So, good time. It's our mothership, right? This is our origin point where it all started. And it's just been getting better and better. Every time there's more people, it's just better games, better memories, and yeah, I got nothing but good things to say about Good Time. It's exactly what I would have hoped that this club could be when we first started. And as you can see up in this top left corner, and we have both of the Connors. We have our beloved John and a bunch of these guys who've never came back. We love them and they're an important part of the establishment. And yeah, I invite any of you to share your feelings or insights about what what your experiences have been.
Specifically,
Everyone,
a good time.
please. Yeah, we're just talking good time right now.
Mm-hmm.
Talking our meetups at good time.
I
I'm
really like
talking.
the 1
I'm
year
talking about
anniversary.
the shirt you got on.
Yes, Jesse.
HR.
No, I
With
think
your
good
chest.
time has been incredible. I think it was the best thing that could have happened to us. Really.
420 was sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably the
Huge.
coolest 420 I've celebrated in a long time.
Yeah, dude, I was thinking about that today. I'm like, we got to smoke an unlimited amount of weed in a parking lot, and nobody gave a shit. And we just sat there and played Magic. Like, I don't know how you got this hookup, man, but keep it going.
Well, it's just I mean most of you know this by now. Jesse, you raising your hand.
Yeah,
And
I'm raising.
hey, Aaron Rubin.
What up, guys? Oh, I was gonna say, dude, Good Time has been like not only great for facilitating our events and just like the general vibe, but also good for getting people involved in the club and like bringing new people in. I feel like, especially compared to JJ's, like we go to JoJo and it's just like it's kind of like you're all in when you're there, and
Cover that in the next slide.
yeah, and then Good Time, like I've been able to invite, like Alexis and my dog and my dogs, my Rough Riders, what I'm saying?
The legendary Crafters Club is kicking off.
Yeah, like it's just been good. Like everybody's partners get to come and like chill and kick it. I mean, those twins showed last time, and just now they're into Magic. Like I think Good Time is just it's good, man. It's great.
Lolo loves it there. It's her favorite spot.
It's so sick. Shout out to Joe and to fucking what's his partner's name?
Tay.
Oh
So
yeah, Tay.
that's what I was gonna say is that most of you know by now, but I am neighbors with Joey and Tay, and how this came about is when they moved in and we started talking and being friendly. And they're like, "Yeah, we run this cafe." So of course we went to the cafe and had coffee, and got to know them a little. And they're like, "Hey, we open our space for events. So if you have any ideas of what kind of event you'd like to do, if you'd like to use the space, let us know." And so originally it was just V had an idea. I want to do a art uh, class. Then she looked into it and she was like, "Oh man, this is way too much work. I have to do all the materials, blah blah blah. I have to charge people money, blah blah blah." And then one day I was talking to in the backyard and I was like, maybe we could do magic meetup, because at that time I had just moved to Long Beach. I didn't really have too many friends. I really didn't have a scene to play Magic in, so I was driving up to Brain Dead, up in Hollywood on Fairfax, and it was really sick. And I was having a lot of fun, but it's far, right? You have to leave at like 4 p.m. to beat traffic. Anyway, so I stopped playing there, and then I went to Fitch and Sparrow a couple times, and I was like, this is not it either. So then I was talking to Tay, and then she was like, "Yeah, I used to play Magic when I was a kid. I used to play a poison deck." And I was like, "Okay, sick, let's do it." So that's that to the list of deck building projects. We have to build Tay a poison deck. Danny already did it, but it was too evil and it was too mean. So we're gonna have to revisit that one. Anyway,
All right.
um, so yeah, so that's how it started. It was just a co-creation of me and Tay, and they're great neighbors, and we love them, and we're really here. Tay, come here. She's
Wait,
at the
Tay's
front
here?
door. Yeah, she's at the front
Fantastic.
door, coincidentally.
Well,
Say
bring her
hi.
in.
Say hi to everyone, Tay.
Oh shit.
Hi.
We're going on vacation, so we're giving Tay our keys. Because
Incredible.
you got it. Thanks, Tay. Bye.
Can we
Yay.
get them some kind of gift? I don't know if we have
That's a
already, but
That's a wonderful idea,
Mm.
Spence. I hope someone taking notes on all these great ideas, because we should definitely do that. And I always feel compelled to do so after every event. And of course, we're neighbors, so we do stuff for each other, blah 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 blah. But I think Spence is a really great idea. I think well, she's still here, but the poison deck is a really good idea. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
And
so
buy merch
Poison
every
deck
time I go
group
to
hug?
visit.
what's that, Sarah?
I said I make sure I buy merch every time we're there.
Yeah, I mean, we all support um in each way that we do, like by giving them business, making this event pop off. They keep wanting to do it. They'll probably never turn us away. And maybe it gets too big. I have no idea. We outgrow the space. That's happened once or twice where we're just like, "Oh man, we are full." And Eric Thorne is here, everyone. That's great. Yes. Any other last thoughts on Good Time before we move on?
The lighting in there is amazing. The tables are amazing. I don't know if there's like a food solution that's like really popped off every time.
Yeah. So Jake, last time
What's up, Brad?
there was a pop up called Little Long Gone. They're is it Filipino or Indonesian food? I forget. But
Malaysian.
Malaysian. Thank you. And they are really stoked on us, and they're
Nice.
stoked to pop up at Good Time. So again, shout out to Tay. She was like, "Hey, we had them come for jazz night, and they wanted to do more events with us." So they just show up in the parking lot, and we sold them out. But they also didn't bring too much, because they weren't sure exactly how well they were going to do. But we sold them out, and they're coming for the next event. So
Cool.
yeah, so I think they are one that kind of organically popped up. And there was a couple times where we had the pizza guys, um, when we were on the same night as Queer Film Club, but Queer Film Club does not do the outdoor events at Good Time anymore, and Square Pie or Pizza, whatever they're called, two guys, one pie. They're not really doing the pop up
Oh,
anymore either. Yeah, that's what they're called. Um, anyway, so Little Long Gone, they're gonna be our pop up for our next event. So we'll see how long they stick around, and yeah, everyone seemed to like it. I thought it was really great.
nice.
And then actually, you know what? I don't want to blow up his spot, but even Vish asked me. He was like, "Hey, can I do a pop up? I want to do some like vegan Indian food." And I'm like, "Dude, that sounds awesome." So just like anything else with this club, like these things kind of just naturally come together, and if it works and it's worthwhile for everybody, then we make it happen. Same with the 420 event. You know, Hyro and Hamburger's nice. They're gonna be popping up at Good Time on a Saturday anyway. It was 420. They're doing an event. We just show up with a bunch of tables and chairs and just play Magic and smoke a bunch of weed, and it just worked out perfectly. Also, big shout out to anyone who brought extra tables and chairs for that event. That was really nice.
What about the people that left them on accident?
Those people rock too, and I kept them in my garage until they came and collected them for me. That's something I've gotten used to too, is just like collecting random people's shit and just being like, hey, I remember I had one of Ty's decks for like half a year.
Literally, like the entire semester, I was there and then I was gone.
and then I didn't even realize that he lives like right up the street from me. Okay, safe, Brady. Love you.
Fuck you, Brady.
Love you
Any
guys.
bye. Drive safe. Okay, so any more things about time before we move on?
I thought that the 420 event, if we did it again, I think we could put up like a sign outside that says like that where we are, just because it felt a little like the two events were completely separate. Just to direct
Yeah, it
people.
was. I agree with you, and I'm not sure if we can make that um, a recurring event the exact way, but
Yeah.
if everyone likes a 420 LCC type event, like we can certainly try and do it again, and we can certainly try and make it happen the same way if possible. But let's see
Yeah.
what happens. And he's just tromping around in his room with no shirt. It's perfect. All right.
Can we have collab merch? Like dice?
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea. Doing a T-shirt. We'll
Fire
definitely
idea, Danny.
yeah, we'll definitely do something with them. I think we're still somewhat in our building brand awareness phase where we need to justify the amount of like sales and units. It's kind of like everything else we do, where it's like, hey, do you want to pop up with food? Like, hey, can I sell X amount? Is it worth it? So I think, yeah, Eric, can you take your shirt back off? Thank you. But
Hell
yeah,
no.
anyhow, so you definitely doing some sort of collab with them, whether it be dice or T-shirts or something. All right, let's move on. All right, JJ's next. Okay, so
I'm sorry, these slideshow pictures are killing me, dude. This is awesome.
these are crude screen caps from Instagram, only the most highly professional shit ever. Um,
Impressive Connor shave cut, bottom left.
dude, Connor's every slide. He's in every photo. He is the club, basically. Anyhow, so JoJo's. So I don't know where to even start with JoJo. Shout out to Juice. He's not here, but it was his idea. He was one of the friends that I made when I moved to Long Beach, and he lives right up the street from me. And he took me there, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the kind of bar that I like to go to." And I was like, "Damn, this place is funky." And you know, Juice is kind of an old school kind of guy. Like he always talks about, he's like, I'm gonna join the Elks Club. I'm gonna go to the Elks Club in San Pedro. And I'm just like, damn, dude, like I don't really get it. But now I get it because back then, before social media, before whatever, before magic even, uh, that's how you made friends. You joined a social club, you would go to meetups, you would go beer and hot dogs and just hang out. And that's basically the vibe of JoJo's. And it's been great. And the both of the mics that are typically, yeah, eating. I smoked so much beer at JoJo's, it's incredible. But yeah, both of the mics are super nice. They love having us. And I think that those guys are stoked to have like a bit of a, I don't know, different audience than your typical JoJo's patrons, and they're really happy to have us. And every time I go in there and get a hot dog or a beer, they're just like, "When's the next meet?" Like they're excited to see us. So that feels really nice. Someone, Sarah, you raise your hand.
Yeah, I was just gonna second that. Ruben and I just went for like Grandpa's memorial thing on Sunday, and Mike was there and was like, "When are you guys coming back? Like, we missed you this month." Like, and we actually ended up getting a game in like during the memorial thing. So
Baller.
It's what Grandma would have wanted.
Good
Fantastic.
to know that Magic was still played in August at JoJo's.
it was. It absolutely was.
They can't stop us.
You guys kept the lights on, dude.
Sarah, could you share a little bit more about your grandfather and how he used to go here?
Oh man, yeah. Well, I've been going to JoJo's like my entire life. My great grandma actually started going there when specials were still 10 cents, and she would like walk down there. And Ruben knew who was it? There was like a barber at Joe's.
Yeah.
We have a long like rich. Joe's is definitely the spot. When we found out like there was magic at Joe's, like I was so thrilled, and I'm so glad like supporting it. Even though it's a little awkward sometimes, it's not the best environment for like teaching people because it's really loud. But I freaking love JoJo's, and I love playing magic there.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. And I can't believe you played Magic at a memorial. That's like I've never heard it before. That's incredible. Did Swamp King win? That's all I want.
He played
Sorry.
Scarab God, and I think nice one. So.
Of course. Of course. Okay, well, yeah.
Wait, Hondo has his hand up.
Yeah, Hondo, please go ahead.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
I guess it's registering. I love JoJo's because it is a perfect amalgamation of like a crossroads in my life in which I get to see men like my father just be or utterly confused as to how people like me are just there. And then I get to relive horrors of that piss trough. My God.
Dude, the piss trough.
So
I hope-
if you've ever been
Don't
to any
disrespect
sort of
this growth chamber. Sorry.
The
if you've
growth
ever been
chamber.
to any sort of
Sorry. Go on.
I don't know. If you've ever been to any sort of major stadium, I have to piss in something that was like 3 to 4 times longer than that with men our age and older. So yeah, love Joe Joss or Jost. I don't know. And to know a barber there, geez, that guy must be damn. You know.
Ancient.
Anyway, love him.
Thank you, Hondo.
Thank you, Honda.
Yes, and I've definitely shared many a piss trough at the Oakland Coliseum when I couldn't see straight. So it's definitely the vibe that you want at a place like that. Anyhow, they have a normal bathroom too. Anyway, where were we? Yeah, shout out to Juice for taking me there, and he honestly was like, "Dude, I just want to come in here on my birthday and play pool and play Magic," and I was like, "Damn, that's a really good idea." So that's kind of how this event came to be, and now it's just as consistent and somewhat as popular as Good Time. So Good Time and JoJo's are our two monthly events, and they're not going anywhere. And Yeah, I think the fun, unique challenge with JoJo's, like that was previously mentioned, is that the tables and the lighting and the atmosphere is like not everyone wants to go, and we have a bunch of people in our club that probably will never go. But like I said, a unique challenge to kind of like break down these awkward social barriers and just get people to try it out. And I think it's ultimately a pretty safe space, especially when we're all there, and we support each other. And yeah, uh, I I think it's just a weird mix of things, kind of like what Hondo mentioned. But yeah, that's the plug. Come to JoJo's on Monday. I won't be there, but that's because I'm going on vacation.
I will. And if you got any issues, let me know. I'll fight anybody.
Yes, thank you, Spencer, for playing host and threatening people. That's
Did
very good.
the board approve this vacation, CEO?
No, this was completely
No, that's
anonymous.
just
Don't let him talk. Don't let him talk
All
about it.
right,
no,
all right,
that's
guys, we're gonna
called
have to talk about this one.
that's called
Hang on.
an executive order, and it's called the hostile takeover. And
No,
Ty,
we're
I'm
gonna
watching.
hostile takeover.
Yeah, I'm watching you, Ty. I know what you're up to, man.
I'm sitting here playing with the filters. What are you talking about?
I know you are. Okay, any more comments about Jose?
I think despite the stakes of playing there, I think over over time is become more and more like people like more and more welcome. Like the environment has become more and more welcoming there. And then before, it was like, oh, what are these guys doing here? Now it's more like, what are they doing here?
Why aren't we playing with?
Yeah, exactly. Now,
No,
actually, yeah, I think it's interesting when you hear older like gentlemen just pop by. I was like, oh, my son plays that over here.
dude. Okay, I'm so glad you said that, David, because one of our club members, Trevor DiPietro. You guys remember Trevor? He's like a younger guy. He's like 22 or something. He is a Henzi deck. He's come to JoJo's a few times. Nice guy, good Magic player. And he's like, "Hey, man, do you know my dad is like a member here? I guess they have some sort of member program where it's like, I don't know, you come in and you get a beer. I don't know. I don't know how the premium membership works at JoJo's, but anyway, I I was like, "Hey, Trevor, here, have a JoJo's egg and have a war room." Shout out to Hondo for making those proxies. And he was reading the flavor text, and he's like, "I think my son plays this game." He was like, "My dad." Like my dad is one of these guys who comes here, would say that, and I'm here playing Magic. And he was also another one of these people who had to buy the playmat when we made the playmat. He was, I need this playmat because it means this to me, and I feel like I'm part of this. So I just wanted to share that because that's also another kind of organic thing that just is emerging. You can't even make this shit up. I just love it. The lore, the sacred lore. All right, we'll move on. So now we have a bunch of like bespoke random events that are unsanctioned and not organized by me and not even there. And we love this too. Like everyone is using the club for what it's like, people who are around in close proximity, people who want to go play games, go to shows, do whatever. Like I think that that's just awesome and totally out of the scope of what I had originally thought of or planned for this club, but is just beyond my expectations, and I think it's awesome. And again, Grimble is in every picture for some reason, but yeah. Anyone, feel free to speak up. I elect Spence to mention Urza's Bible Club, which is a new addition.
It's just a random thing that I just decided to start doing, and I'm glad you all have adopted. To me, it was The first time I showed up, I was like, I don't know who's showing up, who's not. Bringing a book just in case I have to eat breakfast by myself. But no, you all are very regular. The fact that we have the Obispo house with all the Obispo people and Tori, like it's fucking sick. Like
Shout out to Obispo House. I wish there was someone from there representing, but I don't think anyone is here in the call. But shout out to Obispo House.
Mhm.
like this is what it's like when Jacob says this is a social club first and a magic club second. This is what I envisioned, where we get together, we socialize with each other, we do different things. I mean, one of these pictures is a concert that Rabbi invited some of us to. One of these is from draft night that Jesse invited us to. It's just really nice to have people that want to do similar things and want to spend time with you regardless of what you're doing.
Yeah,
Well
it's
said.
for anybody who hasn't been, it's really fun to like get hot chocolate, eat an omelet or like a steak, and just like chill at a diner at like 8 in the morning. It's fucking cool.
I'm so jealous I don't get to go. I'm usually working.
Yeah.
But yeah, the barbecues, the draft nights,
Yes,
mean,
Sarah
like,
and
I
Ruben
went
have
to
hosted their own version,
I need to go.
their own meetup. What, once or twice?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went to
that-
Dogs this week.
That huge rib night was insane. It was the best ribs I've ever fucking had in my life, and it's all because of magic.
And everyone showed out. I mean, everyone brought bomb food. Like, we had such a good time. And we played so much Magic.
Awesome, love it.
Before this, I was talking to Spencer, and we want to go to the LA Arboretum and bring a whole posse over there. And it's beautiful. We could play like in the bamboo forest, we could play by the Victorian house, we could play by the lagoon. Like me and Sarah already did it before. It's
It was
it's a
so
go.
fun. Yeah, it was super fun.
My goon. The Swamp King returns to his swamp. Yeah, I just this is what it's all about. Like just co-creating these types of social gatherings together with our bi-monthly events as like the sort of consistent bookends. That's perfect because not everybody can go to a Monday night or Wednesday night game night, but maybe you can go to a Sunday morning brunch thing, or maybe you can't. So I think it's just awesome that people are down to plan and host and just throw these types of things together. Bye, Eric. Thanks for stopping by. Do you have any last parting thoughts, or did you already leave?
No, I'm still here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for showing up and sticking up for what we want to do and how we want to have fun. And every single person in this group is a super awesome person, and it's been an honor meeting each and every one of you. And I just enjoy y'all. Thank you so much for making this club what it should be, which is a social club. In the games, I think there's a lot of people who have found that there's a lot of solid friendships to have, and it's very cool to have a space where people do that. Y'all are great.
One last thing before you go, I will say our first meetup, the first people who were there was Connor and Eric. And Eric slapped down his Ted Cruz Miyake, whatever playmat.
I have the image. I have the image. Hold up, I have the image.
And I was like, oh no. I was like, oh God, no.
Oh God, I brought gamers.
The gamers are here. And I was very concerned. But
Ty, you were there too, yeah?
I wasn't at the first one.
It was Ricky. It was Ricky and
Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky.
Yeah. It was Ricky.
Shit is hilarious though. The Kruzumaki fucking mat.
That is lost to eternity now. I don't think I have that mat anymore.
No, dude.
Dude, there are better.
Anyway, these are the first people who showed up at the event and the most earliest adopters and the diehard folks who helped build this and who are your lovely Discord mods who defy everything they say. But
I'm a good mod.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks you for coming.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. What's a quarterly or what's a yearly earnings call without some charts?
Let's go.
These are some charts from Patreon. Okay. Look at the growth. The line's going up.
Yes.
Telemetry.
Better
Mathematics.
shareholder value, baby.
Magnets. How do that work? So
Hey,
basically,
I can tell you how they work. I make magnets. I fucking make magnets.
Let's go.
If you want a goddamn magnet, I got you.
Brian, dude,
This
Brian
earnings
was
call
cracking me
turned
up.
into
I
a
took my
lecture.
buddy. I took my buddy to JoJo's and I
Oh.
posted it on Instagram. And Brian was like, "That guy tried to sell me some gyro arm or whatever." I don't know. People are in some strange like proto-military industries that I'm not familiar with. You don't have to out yourself, but I was just like,
No,
please
super,
explain
yeah.
to the class how magnets work.
Hey, super small world, but yeah. You want me magnets? I can
No,
just,
no, no. I'm
okay.
joking.
You got neodymium, you got samarium cobalt, you have,
Oh shit.
you have different ceramic ones.
Shit.
So we take like 100,000 volts and we basically shoot it into a coil and it magnetizes them. Shit, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Exotic shit.
You know, I'm a
But you
big
don't have
fan.
superpowers.
Yeah, not yet, but I'm a big fan of ferromagnetic fluids.
Hey,
God.
that stains. Don't get it on your clothes or anything. You'll never get it out.
Thank you, Brian. Anyhow, let's continue. Basically, this slide is just to show that we have a couple different Patreon tiers, and we have 28 people contributing financially to the success of this club. What does that mean? That means our pricing for a good time is better. I basically used the majority of this budget for pricing, for raffle pricing at good time. So that's better legends, better
Pizza.
grand prizes, and that sort of thing. And then any other budget is just saved and used towards these big events like our 1 year anniversary. Yeah, for pizza and cake and things like that.
And for
Um,
Founders Day.
and for Founders Day. So we kind of save up this money and then we use it um, when there's an event or something that makes sense. Um, I will be very transparent with you guys and say that I had some sort of illusions of grandeur, like, oh, we're gonna do content creation, we're gonna grow the Patreon audience, I'm gonna quit my job, and I'm just gonna get paid to like play Magic and make videos, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So instead, we're just gonna keep this on this human scale that we have right now, which is much better and much more sustainable for a long-term future, which is what I'm most interested in for this club. Because before the this club, I've tried multiple times to establish different projects, different collectives throughout my days. And this is the one that really has stuck, and I'm interested in keeping it around, keeping things sustainable and balanced for myself.
Well said.
Thank you. Okay, we got some bright spots. Let's just give a shout out to all of our Patreon contributors. We have the executives: Danny, Jacob, Jake, Tanya, Vishal, Ruben. Oh, is Ruben not on here? Jesus Christ. No, Ruben's a
Yeah.
board member.
And you spelled his name wrong.
Spelled it wrong.
Dude, whatever, guys.
He's not a sandwich. He is not a sandwich.
I don't know. He does look like a snack some days, so maybe
Oh.
saying.
All right. Board member Willie, Matt, Brady, Brian, Ty, Eric, Adrian, Connor, Ruben, David, Hondo, Jakey, Jesse, Mason, Mark, Sarah, Spencer, Ty, and Victoria. And then we have our founders, V, Jake, Wayne, Juice, and Steve. So thank you to all you fine people for believing in this club and contributing financially to help us stay sustainable and long term. I really mean it. It means a lot.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now we can start wrapping things up here a little bit. Let's go over some lessons learned from a year of Creature Club. I think the first revelation that I've had so far is that it's really about social health. That's what this club is about. It's not about magic. It's not about uh, just gaming. It's about social health. Like we have so many things that are working against us with whatever our jobs, social media, whatever. Everyone's dealing with something. So this club is providing us a platform to be socially healthy. And people talk about physical health and mental health a lot, but they don't talk about social health as much. And that's really what we're doing at our core. Uh, and then secondly, the Patreon thing. So I started the Patreon to just honestly to just be like, hey, I don't want to charge for our events like ever. I don't want to have people to pay. But this is basically like donation based. If you can contribute and you feel like it, then I want to open it up to that. And then playing the Patreon game, I guess, is you give monthly rewards to your Patreon so they feel like they're getting something back. And I think a lesson learned here for me is that to make the Patreon rewards more sustainable for myself, because I've already made promises I can't keep and promised rewards that I haven't been able to fulfill. So please bear with me as we figure out a more sustainable model for Patreon rewards. And if you guys have any questions or concerns or whatever about that, please let me know.
Or
I want to be
suggestions. Suggestions are very welcome.
yeah, I want to be transparent about this as possible and I want people to feel like they're getting what they want out of the club, not just based on their contribution but just overall. So a few of you have just asked me like, "Hey, can I give more money just because I want to contribute?" And I said yes, and I opened further tiers. But I want to make sure that people are feeling rewarded, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like I'm just taking money. I want you to feel like that it really is going towards the club and it is going towards a good cause. And then three, we kind of touched on earlier, the official event cadence. It's 2 events per month. That's Good Time, JoJo's on the Monday of the month, and Good Time on the last Wednesday of the month. And that's probably how it's going to stay for forever because we have messed around with doing the pizza event at what's it called, Fourth Horseman, and that was a success. Everyone seemed to really enjoy it. But I think that three events per month is a little much. It personally, it's a little much for me, but also they have AC now. Yeah, that helps. But
Do the
I
lights not
think
flicker anymore?
seizure mode is never on, but yeah, I think we will continue to do events at Fourth Horseman, but it just won't be every month. So uh, I guess stay tuned for that. But basically, what I'm saying is for the sustainability and long health of the club, 2 events per month is kind of the sweet spot. And people can continue doing their spoke events and using the club as they like to do. Extend call. What is this budget shit? Oh my God, they're charging me money to have an hour-long call. Anyhow, let's wrap it up. Dude, uh, Okay. Lastly, number 4, establishment of traditions. The things that we've done with Founders Day, that's our Patreon appreciation day, our beach party. Huge success. Huge. Nobody even played Magic. Somebody brought a deck, but nobody played Magic. It was perfect. I can't recommend it enough. Next time, yeah, thank you, Hondo. Next time, if next time in July next year, we'll have another one. Please go if you can. And then we have our 420 event. We'll try to do another one of those. We have our Christmas White Elephant gift exchange, which was a good time, also super fun. And we have a Halloween event, a good time. Uh, this year we'll do a costume party because everyone asked me, why the hell are you not doing a costume party? So we'll do that. And yeah, we've got a few kind of new traditions that we're establishing, and we'd really like to stick with those.
Yep.
And then I guess just what to do now. Like what do we do next? And there's a couple ideas already thrown out. Like, hey, let's make a poison deck for A. Hey, let's what were some of the other ideas that were being thrown around? Let's do a merch collab with Good Time. Like all these ideas are fantastic. I will say that that doesn't necessarily mean white bordered. It doesn't necessarily mean these things will always get done, but we're open to the ideas. Please use our board member channel to ideate and collaborate with each other. For example, this latest project with the Wu is for the children project, where we're making these decks for these twins, is just like this is the absolute best thing that this club could possibly do, is like donating, gifting community made decks to young gamers. Like I don't think we really understand like what kind of impact that could have on these kids. That's awesome. That's what I would have wanted. This is like some PS shit. Like I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Magic Flash tattoo thing, great idea. And I've gotten a tattoo from Sarah, one of our club members. So it's like there's all kinds of stuff like that that just kind of built in, and I encourage you all to continue to co-create these ideas together, and yeah, we'll just keep rolling. But I would just want to reiterate too, if anyone ever has a feedback or something to say or has a concern or anything, please reach out to me. I'm available, except for the next 2 weeks.
That's fair.
I'll relay anything you reach out next 2 weeks to him.
Thanks. And yes, if you didn't, Spence is taking over the Instagram, so send me. All right, open the floor. Anything else you folks would like to say? We have 12 minutes before they
Thank
kick
you,
us out.
Spencer, for taking over the Instagram. Have fun on your vacation, Jacob.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
I think
I will
there should be a fundraiser where we put some of the Harrier LCC members on a calendar and start selling that for charity or for more deck building.
I love the calendar idea, Tanya. Thank you. But why does it have to be
Anything
Harry?
for deck building.
I just like spice, and I have a thing. I'm not gonna say it's I was thinking about the children. I was more thinking about myself, so I could volunteer the hairiest people there. I'm just saying, head hair doesn't count. The rest of it does.
Wow.
So please go forward.
Please go forward with the photo shoot.
Incredible.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not a photographer. But
I mean,
yeah,
Good Times, somewhere in the Good Times parking lot works perfectly fine. Like we could just
right next to the grease trap.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. That's fine. Still works.
At the
I love
trough.
it.
Saying.
Right at the trough. Yeah, I think a calendar is actually a really great idea. Thank you, Tanya.
There's no lack of creativity here.
Absolutely not.
Does Harry Man and cannabis paraphernalia everywhere?
But you know what? If we
wise
actually really do a costume thing, that could actually be one of the things. If there's a calendar, I'm just saying. the
No,
least
it's a great idea.
the costume with the least amount of fabric should be like January.
You had me for a second there.
I'll just point out too that Jesse mentioned doing a photo booth as an idea at one of the events, and I told him to save that for the next 2-year anniversary. So if anyone has these big ideas like this that are kind of like higher production value and might include spending some of our Patreon funds, let's save them for like these big kind of events like whatever Halloween or Christmas, whatever. Um, yeah, all great ideas. Thank you.
Booth at Halloween sounds pretty cool because people might go all out on their costume.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's definitely something we can
Oh yeah, I'm going
think
all
about
out.
and take under advisement.
Hopefully, it won't. Hopefully, it'll be cool enough to where Rose not die.
I don't know. October on the beach. It could go either way, really.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have anything they'd like to say?
I think as someone who's like run a meetup for like I run a meetup called Code and Coffee in Long Beach and been doing so for the past 10 years. I think it's like I have like massive respect for you for for help like organizing this together because I think when you said like keeping things simple, that's something very important, especially if you plan on doing it for years. So I just want to give props for thinking about that. The stuff you need to consider for you want to keep on this in the long run.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to our CEO here,
Yeah.
the man behind all of this, the real leader.
Thank you so much.
Without his leadership, we couldn't have done this. It takes a lot for someone to just put this together.
I'm happy to do it, and I'm happy that it's enhanced everyone's lives in the way it has. And also, I love how I didn't go find any of you guys. Like you all, we just gathered. Like I don't know who's in this call right now. I don't know.
Magic.
I didn't know a
Gathering.
single one of you guys a year ago, and now we're all homies. That's awesome.
I also have a little show and tell. I want to show off the
Please.
current state of the friendship mat.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
You can. Do I need to stop sharing? Here, let me stop.
Oh yeah, I can commandeer the screen.
Whoa.
Yeah. So here are an overview of my favorite rituals. Dark ritual, pyretic ritual, and farsight ritual. They involve adding mana to your pools or just doing something really complicated. And in French magic,
I
this
love
is a
how
cult
the blue
ritual.
ritual doesn't do shit. It's just like blue ritual. Nothing useful.
Yeah, I think of like Spencer's Scribbles Bingo is one of my favorite recent rituals.
Thank you so much.
I saw this and I saw a path to Bingo and I got it right away. This was my impetus for smoke first joint ever. I remember meeting someone. I'm just like, someone like yeah, like name Eric. I'm like, okay, I will trade you this foil mountain in your deck. Got that? Wait, everybody smoke one right now? Yep. I'm joining. I was like, what? Okay.
That was so sick. I can't believe that's your first one, and it makes me incredibly happy that I was there for that.
Yeah. And I love this treasure card. It is my most treasured objects.
Awesome.
And then here's the friendship mat. So
awesome. Looking sweet, David. Love
yeah.
it.
So when I saw this, like especially like with all the dingo space around, I'm like, you know, this could be up. And so now whenever I bring the LCC mat around, if I'm especially playing like in an LCC at Jason event, I was like, yo, I don't know before. Let's go sign this mat.
That's awesome.
And hopefully you'll find yourself in this mat, and if not, let's go play. And I thought about this because we needed a ritual card. So here is legendary creature ritual. It costs 0.
Oh, it's a fucking
instant.
Black Lotus. Oh my god.
Yeah. So text legendary creature ritual is all colors. At any combination of colors, not just one. And then this is part of the fast resolve. Then if a player isn't having fun, you lose the.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Dude, turn 1 3-color commander.
Three, turn 1 lose.
Turn
Turn
one
one
Ristic
scoot.
Scuddy.
Yeah. So what? So what I'm gonna do is find a better template for this, and then print these and hopefully in time for a good time.
Yeah, I would say use shit, what's it called? Not Cardsmith, a different one. MTG Card Maker. It's just a really mtgcardbuilder.com. Use that
Yep.
one. It's really good.
Cool.
Thank
Yep.
you so much for sharing, David. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for putting this together, Jacob.
Yeah, my pleasure. Oh, there was one more slide. It just says thank you. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for coming. And I suppose we'll just do this maybe once a year. It's good to kind of gather and brainstorm and be grateful for what we have.
Yep.
Any last parting thoughts?
Monday, be
Monday at JoJo's. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Thanks for recording, Grimble. If you got that,
Yeah.
store it in the vault. We'll upload it at some point.
Yes, sir.